Hello, hello, my crafty friends. It's a Monday already, if you can believe that. I know that I struggle to, there we go, to believe that we're already. Oops. I'm going the wrong way with my volume there. And let's see. So I'm here. So we're going to continue working on our jars cards. And so we were playing with different ways to do the jars and utilize them. And we have some ideas, and then I create some more. And I was also informed that I did not make the jelly beans right. That they're supposed to have white dots and they need to be brighter colored. So I was like, alrighty. The joys of having a teen, right? I'll let you guys join. I have too much stuff here in my way. Here are the stamp sets that we're playing with that has the matching punch, which actually is pretty decent to work with. I have this gadget that I just need to find a new home for. And my ink pads, I'm just going to put my black ink pads there. And I blocked up some other ones to play with. Hey, Dina. And I am going to use, I think, gray this time to make my lids. I've lost a lid, but that's all right. So our weekend was a little busy. We got into the shed, the trailer, unpacked a ridiculous amount of things. 24 years worth of crafting. You know, I kept a lot of old stamps and, you know, paper that I'm going to do something with sometime. I don't think any of you guys would understand that. Now, I happen to like the jar lid solid. I did the other one. I just like the solid look better. I'll do some of the gray because I was trying to hopefully get out some of the, this out of the way, my paper. Of the other stamps that we hadn't tried. I was like, oh, we need to try this one, or we need to try that one, and I need to do the jelly beans correctly per child. She's not really a child anymore, if you believe that. You know, she's golly. She's working. She's thrilled with her job. She's working at a dog trainer's, learning how to groom dogs, train dogs. So how's your summer been, Dina? So we're gonna, somewhere I will find the missing lid. And then we have some that are already done in here. I'm gonna move my sweet jars out of the way. We're gonna get busy just trying to see what it is that we can create with what we made. I need to scratch this paper over here. Try to make sure that I don't make a bigger mess. So the one I was trying to make the jelly beans with, I failed to tell you guys that it's initially supposed to be cookies in the jar. Just for the record, cookies in the jar. Not, but I thought they looked like jelly beans and we could figure out how to make jelly beans out of them. But my daughter says jelly beans have white spots, not dark spots. So that's what it looks like. Oh, I have some extras in here I didn't stamp. We made some gingerbread men. Made some more cookies, gingerbread. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Hey, Sue. Too darn hot. You're waiting for your, oh, how fun to have bought a camper though. That's really cool that you have bought a camper. Hey Sue, how are you doing? So I want to grab my very, very light, and I'm going to use a very, very faint color for my jelly beans because I'm going to color them over with markers. I just need to have their outline. Of course, one has to find said jelly beans somewhere. Oh, those are the hearts, heart to heart. Wait. Oh, here's the jelly beans. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's been hot for people, but I'm sorry that it is so hot for you guys. So it's very, very faint, but we're going to try it with bright markers and see how it turns out. And if I can find the white embossing powder, we'll try that too. But that's all we need that guy for, those two. So here's my little cute snowman. He's fun. But I did discover in making my snowman, just to share this with you guys, you know, I put this, and that looks really cute that way. This is one of the cards, but I wanted to have it pouring the snow out. You can't use this one because it sits like, you know, this, and then, you know, you're trying to have it pour out, and of course it can't read it. So I was playing with how to get that stamped on there the best way possible to be able to do that. Hey Di Di. Hi Leslie. All right, so that's where we're at with this cutie patootie mess that I got going on. And I want to make some more cards, and I have some cards kind of pulled out, and let's just see what we can make. These are super cute on the card if you didn't see them on the gingerbread. We have some cookie cards, we have some gingerbread cards, and red, you know, that will always look good, I think, on gingerbread, or with the gingerbread. It's kind of cute. It's gonna need to be broke up though if I use this. Inevitably, I know that if I pull out the old papers, that you're gonna be like, ah, candy cane gonna be too busy. Yep, candy cane will be too busy, but candy cane as a strip might be kind of cute. I am making the hugest mess in my garage and workplace. So let's do this. And I am gonna pull out some of the Christmas stuff that I have stashed all over the place, and it is retired, but we will get over the fact that it's retired, right? Because I'm going to give away some of this paper. I have a bunch of the Christmas paper. Oh, and I have cards in here too. And some sentiments, but we're not going to use the sentiments. Has anybody checked out this stamp, More Messages? Hi, Regina. For you guys, happy Monday that you hopefully are off and home. You gotta be careful with busy, busy paper. Let me see the other sides of this. All right. This may not turn out exactly like I want it to, but we're gonna play with it. So 4 by 5 1/4. It's your basic cuts. I'm gonna do that, or do I like it better on this red? Nope, I like it better on a darker red. Some ridiculous things stuck to me. And some other pieces pulled out too. That's actually real red. That is not the cranberry red. There we go. Now that matches. I'd love to hear how your guys' weekends went. Our heat broke this weekend, and we had 2 very nice days to do some work on, which has not always been the case as of recently. So just find some scrap pieces of paper. Like I said, we'll do our giveaway of some 6x6 papers. And you can see that I'm very exact in how I do things. That should make some of you laugh. Oh, you know why I got that? Shoot. This got ink on it. I forgot that I had to turn that bad baby over. Backside, this is a little messed up. And where'd my gingerbread go? There he is. I need a lid. I have the 20 lids. This should not be hard. I don't know if some of you guys saw my mess from the garage. But I am working, some of you guys are familiar with the website. Well, how maybe Color Street or some makeup folks sell their products. And it's through this website that you can put the inventory up, which is exactly what I did. I just put the inventory up. I need a sentiment. I'm gonna do another holiday card. So, with that being said, I got a bunch of stuff done, which is absolutely insane. And now I'm working on loading the inventory. You saw my mess. Yeah, I bet you were like, huh? I was telling Di I need to put her on an airplane, but she says she won't come if I put her on an airplane. I actually have to drive her across the U.S. I know. Greyhound bus, Di. Greyhound bus. So you can make very, very simple cards here with this cute little jar who needs to be popped up now. We need some dimensionals. But my hope is that I'll be able to like turn on a sail, shut off a sail, turn on a sail. Now, so this is really super simple. And when you're doing mass production, you know, save your really super nice cards for certain people that you know are not going to throw them out. And create a simple card that you're not going to be very upset when they don't keep it. Yeah. So those of you guys who are my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, we have Paper Pumpkin Party on Wednesday. So you may want to hop on over to do that. Participate with us. get signed up if you don't have the link and you are a subscriber under me. Let me know. I'll get you the link. See, now, I do wish with this little gingerbread and I'll show you that they had something that you could like stamp that didn't involve the cookie, you know what I mean? You know what I can do? I know what I'm gonna do. Where's the gingerbread crew? Here's this. Grab one of my white pieces that I have for stamping and cutting. We're going to stamp our gingerbreads, and I use pecan pie for my ink color. Okay, and you can see how it lightens up to, let's just do more than one while I have you open. And I feel like these stamps for the second stamp or two-step stamping or whatever it's called now, that they've given us some forgiveness on how these look, which I greatly appreciate. And I'm going to pull this down so I can line it up a little bit better, you guys. Let's see how cute that is. Trying not to get my head in this. So I've done much better with, or maybe just some practice too, probably had a lot to do with it, but being able to get this to kind of turn out how I want it to turn out. But I was thinking to myself, it would be really nice if you could stamp, if it looked right. To me, it doesn't look right in this. So let's chop that one up and cut our gingerbread man out. He's got enough of edge to him around the other cookies that I think you can do this. And then I was doing another thing with the paper pumpkin samples that I was creating, where I took Sweetest, and I'm going to pick up, we used Real Red. I'll show you another way to do so I've cut this little guy out because I really think he needs to be in here. Right, you guys can see that. Of course, the rest of it doesn't really look good. I'll put that over there, think about it. Then I took my little candies. They're so cute, you guys. They are still on the market, meaning that you can get them. So you should pick up some of these for your Christmas cards. All right. And look at that cute little guy. And I'm gonna, you can't do the eyes. The eyes don't look right. But these are thin enough that you can do this on the inside and it's not going to mess your packaging, or not packaging, postage up. Okay, so here you go. You've got this cute little guy, simple little card, doodle around the inside. And the thing that I like the best about these sets, these two sets, is that it's really year-round. It is not super hard to stamp on these punches. I had a really hard time with the bees, the mushrooms, and the truck. I just was very challenged, but the jar, not so bad. Can handle the jar. Put that over there. So one little cutie patootie down. The only thing I want to do is, what did I do with my other one? I want to grab Sweetest Christmas. I'm going to make sure it's cleaned off, and I'm going to grab my real red because that's the paper that I'm using, and I'm going to stamp Sweetest. Well, I'm going to stamp it all. And I'm going to cut out Sweetest in the middle of that. I should close this one up too, guys, so I don't end up wearing it. Let's clean that off. Red can really mess up just about any ink pad. Can really ruin things, so you want to. So I did this with the paper pumpkin where I cut out one of the words in the sentiment, and I thought, well, this is like really cute. And actually, it might have even been sweet too, actually. Move your paper, not your scissors. It'll help you out. Well, hi, Maureen. How are you? And cute. And see how that just fits right over the top of that? And you may not really want to. I thought I had another. I lose everything all the time. I thought I had another one of my craft mats out here so I could work off of that and not have to come back here to put adhesive on. But I'm going to glue it flat because I don't want the shadow underneath it. And by cutting, you know, kind of the curvy curves, I'm able to do that to it. And of course, now that we have that part done, we have to add a few more. There we are, lost. I start creating my other classes and I get completely discombobulated. And be generous. I'm a person that loves to add a few here and a few there. Try to keep your numbers somewhat on the odd side if you can. I don't know why we like odd numbers, but there you go. Oh, yes. Me too, Maureen. Me too. I've decided that I have to let it go. That I have to treat all of those stamps like a business and not a, I don't know, not whatever I thought I wanted it to be, but it's not working as I would like it to. Okay, so let's see. Where's my snowman? I thought I had another snowman in here. Well, here's the great news, guys. I happen to have extra globes, so we'll just make a quick little snowman out of this. Now, another cute little thing about the snowman is it has a cute little scarf and band that goes on the hat. So you can grab your whatever color you want, actually, because the paper is pretty forgiving, but I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do a blue because I want it to pop on this with using a green background. And here we go. Again, we got to do the little lineup thing. Make sure you do the hat. Isn't it cute? And it also has snow, which is totally cute on this too. That's blue. I need the black. I am challenged some days. And Thursday we're going to move off into something new though. Don't know what it'll be exactly, but we're definitely moving to something, some new project on Thursday. Wednesday's Paper Pumpkin, so we're going to be really super busy with different projects here. And here's our Christmas in July. I know that people have, was like, oh, I don't want to do Christmas, but then you look at this jar stamp and you say to yourself, I have to do Christmas because it's too cute not to play with it and for you guys to miss it in case it sells out, which, as we all know, happens. So Maureen is getting ready for her CTMH garage sale. Anybody else got some fun stuff going on? Anybody go scrapbook with some friends? Let's do red for this. Now, the ornaments, the Christmas tree. Oh, yes. There he is. So we have a red and a blue now. What would I do without you guys? And I just think this is absolutely darling. This little bow that we can put at the top, that little red bow. Oh no. Oh no. You're cropping next weekend. Awesome. Where are you going to go crop at? Get this off of here. You hope to go cropping soon. Doesn't Denise have a crop sometime soon? No, that needs to be this. I'll show you why. Are you going to be at Jane's crop at Lakeshore, Dina? Because if you are, I need you to tell her hello for me. I do miss everybody out there. No, that blends in too much. I should have done this first. Ooh. Changing directions. Because that's what I want to do. And Barbara, where are you going to go cropping at? I'm so excited you guys all have plans for this weekend. Mine is the first of the month, which I need to double check everything to make sure it's not really the first of the month. You know how that goes. So yes, I could lift that piece of paper up if I wanted to. That gold foil though is going to strip off because it has the adhesive on it, so I'm not going to. Well, at least she gets to stay at the church. I wasn't sure. Near you. Okay. Well, I love to hear that people are doing the crops. I think it's super important that the firehouses continue those. They have been an incredibly great fundraiser for years. Oops, that is not straight across. Okay, then I have these cute little trees. I punched these out. I believe you can still get the tree. I have a hard time keeping track of what you can get and what you can't get anymore. I'm going to put my little tree, and I'm going to take my little, because I switched colors, I'm going to take my little guy here. Oh yeah, Barb, where are you going to go on cropping? Are you going to go to that one that's in Waldorf? I still have a little bit of knowledge about what's happening over there. No, we're just going to do our 2 and put our little guy on there. He needs a lid though, so I'm going to grab a gray lid to put on him, the dark gray. I did some in the light gray thinking it might look more silver, but I really don't feel like I got the silver look. Where'd my snow go? Ah! You know what we're going to do is add, well, maybe add some more snow. And I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight because I changed my color palette. Miss Callaway. Where's Callaway at? Look at you guys having all these places. Here's our guy. We need some dimensionals. So you guys are going to learn some new places to crop. Lastly, did you get to go crop out way down in the middle of nowhere? St. Mary's County? Yes, I will have to use a metallic marker. I agreed. I'm trying to make it look like our snow globe is, jar, not a snow globe, is catching the snow. That's my goal. I don't know if it really looks like that, but, and then I'm going to show you this very cool stamp set that I have. If you really light with this, you can stamp this without worrying about getting on the red, because you would normally, I would suggest that you stamp this ahead of time before you put things down. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You must have just been at Canaan with family then the other weekend. Okay. So there, I love these trees. Get this out of here, at least for the second. I'm going to run this through the cutting machine really quick. I'm going to bring this over. So if you guys have not seen this stamp set, it is great because it has all of the different, it's all one. I highly suggest a Sweet Petunia Misty, but that's one stamp. Looks like this. I highly recommend. This is what I put in here when it's not totally clean, but put this away where it goes. And it has one sheet or one die cut to cut all those things out, so they're all nice and cute. So you can choose this. There's a there was a Let's Celebrate or something of those things. Time to Celebrate. Pretty cool, right? At least, you know, and it's all sorts of generic things. But I saw this Time to Celebrate and I thought I am going to use that with this card. I want to maybe take my blue Le Pen. These you can get off of Amazon. It's a little bluer than I want, but look at that, you guys. So you don't have to stick with Christmas, but Time to Celebrate kind of. And also I was hoping I could find that my Let It Snow, but I had no luck with that. Okay, this got a little bit off when I ran it through. Grab me some more dimensionals. Oh my goodness, I'm just talking away creating. All right, guys, so I have 3 packs of the this paper, the Christmas paper right here. I have 3 sets, 1 each, so I can't remember. There's like 5 different patterns. If you won this last time, let's this is the same thing that I did for the last Time to Celebrate. And there's some, I want to make it look snowy, and I have the remainder of these cute little dots, or whatever they were, that, and one of them has a blue tone to it. So if you guys want to put numbers up, if you the paper, so that you guys can do it, and it's double-sided paper, so like here's the, well, it's not really holly leaf, but whatever berry it is, and then you have, yeah, Di, you ended up with this last time. I'm gonna make it look like he's collecting snow in his little house. Skipping. Paper's not the favorite. All right, I'll remember that. Yeah, Maureen, yours is on the way to you because you were on the last go round. But by doing this, you get some really cute little sparklies. Kind of makes it a little bit snowy, if you will. And I did that with this card here. I made it dumping out and made an easel card out of that. 17, Regina. So we have a couple cards now that we have made. We didn't make any of the hearts. I will make my jelly bean one. So there you go. You got some cute, fun card ideas. And these are simple Christmas cards, you guys, that I think would be really fun. And you could use this jar to create with the snowman to decorate pages if you're baking during the holidays or not during the holidays. I mean, you can do chocolate chip cookies. My jelly beans I'm going to fix per the child. So Regina, it looks like you're it. So just send me your address, girl, and I will get it in the mail. Thanks for sticking around, guys. And I'll complete some of these and I'll get them posted up for you. Paper Pumpkin Party is Wednesday afternoon. So if you need the link, let me know. Talk to you later.